Unstoppable by Tim Green. My name is Harrison Johnson. I'm 13 and I'm owned by these really cruel foster parents. I get beat up all the time with I used to get beat up with belts, pitchforks, and all that. Cause I don't know why, but they always did that. And so one day I wasn't allowed to watch TV because I had to do chores all the time. So when I was doing watching TV one time, which I wasn't supposed to, he caught me, and so he started like beating me really hard with a belt and a pitchfork, and so I got really hurt, and so I got like knocked out, and so they thought I was dead, so they locked me up in this crate thing where no one would find me, and so he wouldn't get blamed for anything. And then 3 days later, this lady named Mrs. Godfrey found me there, just sitting there, and she took me to the hospital, and I was fine. I didn't have anything there. I didn't have anything really bad hurt. So she took me, and she took care of me for like about 5 months until I finally got adopted by her sister and her husband, where they're really nice and they took care of me really well, where I felt like that was like the best day of my life. So I felt good. But the dad was a football coach where I always wanted to play football before, and so he taught me how to play the game. He taught me everything about it, and I got like built up, and I was really strong and built because I would always do chores like lifting stuff at my foster home. So he taught me everything. So my first game, they started me at running back, where I ran through like all the defenders and I scored on my first play, and I had like 313 rushing yards and like 3 touchdowns, which was really good. And so they called me unstoppable. And the second game, the practice, I was running to the end zone, and this guy dove at my knee, and it got hurt like really bad, but I didn't say anything about it. So my second game, I hit it again, which it really hurt. So I told my dad after the game saying that I hurt my knee really bad. They took me to the hospital, and it turns out I had bone cancer right here. And so I had to go to a hospital. When I went to the hospital, they said I had bone cancer, and I would have to they cut off my leg. So that was really bad, and then they told me that I probably couldn't play for a long time. I said, all right, because I had my leg gone. So they gave me a metal leg. I went through rehab, and they tried to teach me the ways of life with this. It didn't work, didn't help. I was in the hospital for like about a year, and finally when this major from the Army came to help me try and play football, he taught me how to run, he started giving me weights to lift, and I got built up, and he gave me this thing called the J72. It's a metal leg that you work with when you're running, so it's very strong, and I could make cuts, and I could do all that with this because he taught me how to. And then I got really built up, so I thought I could play, and I probably could. So I went onto the field, and I ran down the field, and I thought I was unstoppable.